The girl attended her mother's funeral only to discover in horror that her own name was engraved on the tombstone. She instantly sensed something was terribly wrong. She realized she didn't recognize any of the mourners present, and all of them were staring intently at her. Terrified, she turned around and accidentally bumped into a strange woman. This woman seemed familiar, yet she couldn't place her for the life of her. Soon the funeral service was about to begin. Her father said he needed to buy a bouquet of flowers. After handing her an umbrella, he walked straight to the nearby florist. Soon the tombstone arrived. The crane's windshield was shattered, as if it had just been hit. The driver lit a cigarette and turned on the music. Strangely, though it seemed 100 meters away, the music sounded as clear as if it were right beside her ear. Suddenly, the driver's cigarette butt fell onto his hand. The pain made him jerk his grip off the controls. The crane instantly spun out of control. The falling tombstone struck the girl directly. By the time her father emerged from the flower shop, his daughter lay already in a pool of blood. In her final moments, the girl glanced at her watch, 4:45. Yet the next second, she suddenly awoke in the car, seeing her mother's urn in her hands. She thought it had been a dream, but when she stepped out, she discovered the scene before her was identical to the dream. That group of people still stared fixedly at her. Her father repeated the same words. He was going to buy some flowers. The girl was utterly dumbfounded. Seeing the crane slowly approaching, she backed away in fear, only to bump into that strange woman again. She hurriedly dropped her umbrella and ran toward her father, watching his incoherent daughter. The father thought she was just exhausted lately. Just then, the florist said, "Would you like a bouquet for your daughter too? Are you cursing my daughter to death?" Enraged, the father tossed the flowers aside and turned to leave. The florist refused to let him go. Terrified, the girl stumbled backward. Suddenly, a phone nearby rang. That same familiar melody. The screen was shattered. Before she could react, the florist lunged at her. Scissors plunged precisely into her chest. The time was exactly 4:45. The girl died again. The next second, she jolted awake in the car. She scrambled out, hurriedly recounting the earlier incident to her father, but he refused to believe her, instead scolding her for being disrespectful at her mother's funeral. His words crushed her with guilt. She stopped explaining. Instead, she suggested they buy flowers together, reminding him not to confront the florist. He agreed. Strangely, this time he insisted on buying 2 bouquets. Did he know she would die too? Terrified, the girl stumbled backward. Just then, disaster struck again. The pressure cooker exploded violently. The lid flew straight toward her. Fortunately, she dodged it just in time. She scrambled out only to bump into that woman once more. Her father followed her out. The girl frantically demanded why he bought 2 bouquets, but her father, expressionless, tackled her to the ground. It turned out there was an exposed wire in the puddle behind them. Her father had been saving her. Suddenly, familiar music blared from the car speakers. The girl glanced at her watch. It was 4:45 again. Was she going to die once more?